A very good evening and welcome aboard at the grand finale live stream of Model Airport Reviews Season 5. Welcome everybody in the chat. How are you guys doing? Tell me where you're from. How has your day been? I see some great answers coming up already. New Zealand is there. I love to see your enthusiasm. I really appreciate your support. And today I'm going to, we're actually going to decide the winning airport of the Model Airport Review Season 5. In the previous months, we've had 12 episodes in which I reviewed 12 model airports in each episode. In each episode, 3 grand finalists were chosen, 2 by me and 1 by me and 2 by you. In total, we ended up with 36 grand finalists. Of those 36 model airport grand finalists, we've already split that 36 in half. There are 18 airports left, which today we're going to choose one of who's become the winner of Model Airport Review Season 5. This voting has been done through my Instagram stories. If you've missed that, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Model Aviation. Today's final will feature these 18 model airports. From these 18, we'll make 16 at first, after which there will be 1v1 knockouts where you can vote for your favorite airport, live voting. See the link in the chat where once the time comes I enable the voting system and you will be able to vote for your airport. From the top 16 we'll make 8, from the 8 we go to 4, 4, 2, and that will mean a finale of 2 airports where one will be chosen as a winner. It's the same concept I've used last 2 times already, so we'll get started with introducing the 18 airports that are going to be competing today. 2 of these airports are already going to be voted out by you right off the bat. So let's get started then. The first airport of the grand finale is Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. It's an airport, a recreation of the actual Schiphol Airport with 2 piers and a Herpa Wings ATC tower, a bunch of ground service equipment and some nice Schiphol Airport traffic like the KLM, Transavia and Delta aircraft. The second airport is Torp International Airport, a friend of the series which we've seen in previous seasons as well. An incredibly realistic and nice looking model airport, also in the 1:500 scale. Next is Airport de Grand Palma, an incredible airport thanks to the lighting he's installed in both the aircraft, the airport ground and the terminals. It's a really incredible airport to see, very nicely lit up and I think a great contender till the end of this livestream. The fourth airport, Umeå Airport in Sweden. This is a 1:200 scale airport and I love the actual passengers, the baggage being loaded, and also here on the bottom left we have the actual branded DPD and GLS trucks. Really nice to see. Next then we go to Scotland where we have Stennis Airport in the Orkney Isles. And this airport is a tiny regional airport. As you see on the top left image you have the nice modeling of the sea with waves. I like the scenery all around the airport and he has done an awesome job on creating Stennis Airport. Next is London Heathrow Airport. This one was featured in episode 6 of the Model Airport Reviews. And it's a very nice looking model airport with most of the items made out of paper. The ground service equipment, terminal, ATC tower are all made out of it. A really nice model airport. And moving on then, we go to Switzerland, where we have Locarno Bellinzona Airport, a lovely name to pronounce. And this airport features, of course, a bunch of Swiss aircraft. A very colorful Airbus A220 over here. And what I also like is on the bottom left image are the buses with the tiny details in the trees, the really colorful trees, and also the arrival tags and the branding of Europcar on the jet bridges and the terminal. Moving on then to Malaysia, we have Melawati Airport. This airport also has some very nice lighting inside of the terminal. I like the ANA colorful Dreamliner model, and it's a pretty neat model airport. We're halfway already. Here is Los Angeles International Airport, of course in LA, a quite big model airport, and I like the smoke coming off the Qantas A380 as it touches down on the runway. Also, this Polar 747 freighter has an actual aircraft engine being loaded into its nose, which is a really cool detail that he added. Next is East Midlands Airport in the UK. A really nice model airport, once again 1:400 scale. I especially like the bottom right image, where he edited the Ryanair as if it actually flies on final approach to land on the airport. I also like that he took his airport outside to take the pictures, as the sun shines very nicely on this bottom left British Airways A320. Next is Maastricht International Airport in the Netherlands. This airport is unique by its colorful scenery. Behind the terminal he's got a road surrounded by some very colorful trees, modeling grass, and a tiny river. Really nice to see. The airport also looks neat, not too big, only space for 4 to 5 models, but it's a really nice looking airport nonetheless. Then we go to Los Llanos Air Base in Spain. This airport was broadly featured in the episode already because I really like the concept and all the ground service equipment vehicles around it. The construction site, all of the military ground service equipment, it's incredible to see. Really an awesome job here on this military airbase. Next we have Flensburg Airport in Germany. Filled with Condor aircraft is this German airport. It's got space for, I think, 15 models. And it's a very decent model airport once again. Great amount of ground service equipment. Everything a complete model airport has, this airport has as well. The 14th airport then is Forina de Fontaine Airport. This airport is unique for its lighting. The light poles which beautifully light up the aircraft, and also the warm white lights around the terminal look really cool. A nice lineup of iconic retro aircraft, and overall a very great contender in this finale episode in my opinion. Next we go to Filderstadt Airport in Germany. Once again, like all of the airports, we just saw a really nice looking model airport. A cool detail to name is, if you look at the top left image, you see some vague black lines around the taxiway lines. From the rubber tires of the aircraft, they scrub over the ground and they leave some marks, and he nicely added this to his model airport. The 16th airport then is in Hong Kong, where we have Kai Tak International Airport. He's built a huge terminal, I think it's 3D printed, and around the aircraft is also a bunch of ground service equipment. It's cool to see that he added the actual retro aircraft here at the aircraft stands. Unmissable at a Kai Tak airport, of course. Next is Münster Osnabrück Airport in Germany. A quite big apron with a few models, but around the models is a bunch of GSC once again. I like the branding on the jet bridges, and overall a neat model airport, like all of them. And the final airport then is Kingston International Airport. An airport featuring paper-folded model aircraft. Like this Etihad A380, which I find really cool to see. He put a lot of work into this for sure. So, that's it. That are all of the 18 airports we just saw. From this 18, we need to go to 16 model airports, and therefore you will now comment the one airport name that unfortunately doesn't progress to the final 16 airport. I will now give you 2 minutes to think of an airport name, scroll back through the airports I just shown you, and comment down below in the live chat which airport won't progress. We'll take a look together in the chat, and based on that, we'll see which 2 airports will be left out in the top 16. And yes, I know, it's a really difficult choice, but you're going to have 16 difficult choices left then afterwards, because all of these airports are so good. So once again, comment down one airport name which will not progress to the last 16. We'll then choose 2 airports together which will not make it to the last 16 and will be eliminated. So one more time, comment which airport you do not want to progress. Which airport cannot progress to the next round? Because I see some comments in the chat that Torp is the best one out there, like the yellow icon says, so say which one you don't want. I know it's a hard choice, but that's the reality of a grand finale. I see Maastricht Airport coming through quite a few times. And Kingston Airport also comes through quite regularly. So that will mean that Kingston and Maastricht are unfortunately eliminated from the grand finale. I will show you the airport once more. This was Maastricht, a very colorful model airport, but unfortunately not enough for the rest of the finale. And also Kingston Airport, unfortunately, you are not going to progress. Thank you guys both very much for participating in the grand finale. I will now set up the top 16 tournament bracket. Give me 1 minute and then we'll move on to the final 16 with live voting, and we'll move on from there. And like so, we have this tournament bracket, where you see the lineup of all of the 1v1 matches, rounding up to the finals, where we then will choose the winner of the grand finale model airport reviews. We'll start with the last 16 and we'll have 1v1 matchups like Schiphol versus Münster. I will show you both of the airports really quickly and then we'll move on to a online voting platform where you can then cast your vote, and we'll see after about a minute which model airport will proceed and who unfortunately is eliminated. So therefore, I will set up the voting right now for Schiphol versus Münster, and I will show you both of the airports, and then after that you will be able to vote. So this is Münster Osnabrück Airport, a lovely German model airport, very big, could be a bit more model airplanes and a bit more activity, but really nice ground service equipment and a great model airport. It's against Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Everything Schiphol Airport has in real life, this airport has as well. From the models to the ground service equipment, the terminals look all really neat and complete. So now we'll move to the live voting. And by going through the link in the chat, you will be able to cast your vote for either Schiphol or Münster Airport to proceed to the next round. So go to the link in the chat and choose your vote. And I see a lot of votes coming in for Schiphol right off the bat. But Münster is catching up a little bit, though now it seems like Schiphol is taking the lead. And I think it is quite clear that Schiphol Airport will be the winner here today. With a surplus of 15 votes, I don't think Münster will catch up. So therefore, congratulations to Schiphol, and unfortunately for you, Münster, you are going to be eliminated. It's 29 against 14, which I will now put in the bracket. And when we then go there and refresh the bracket, we see that Schiphol has won. The next matchup then will be Melawati Airport versus Los Angeles International Airport. First of all, we have Melawati Airport, an airport located in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Lovely lighting inside of the terminal and a lovely colored model aircraft. Then Los Angeles International, of course in California, the USA, a really large model airport with two cool items: the smoke coming off the A380 tires as it touches down, and the Polar 747 being loaded an engine in the aircraft nose. These two airports will compete, one of which will proceed to the next round. And I will now set up the vote so you can choose your one. So by going to the link in the chat, you will now be able to cast your vote for either Melavati or LAX Airport. I see a bunch of support for LAX already in the chat, but Melavati also is getting some votes, though LAX is taking a big lead here. We'll give it about 30 more seconds and then we'll fill in the final scores in the bracket. But I think it's a quite clear victory for LAX in this case. So that means LAX has won by 32 votes and Melavati has received 10. Unfortunately, Melavati, the journey ends for you here and LAX proceeds to the next round. That means the bracket currently looks like this, and we move on to the next matchup, which is Umea Airport versus Forina de Fontaine International Airport. First, let's take a look at both of the airports, starting with Umea Airport. The Swedish 1 to 200 scale airport is lovely for all of the detail it has. Like the personnel with the suitcases working on the ground, the trucks here with the branding, and the pushback tug with the Norwegian model are all very cool to see. The match up then is against Forina de Fontaine International Airport with the iconic lights and the retro aircraft. Both very nice model airports in my opinion. I'm very curious to see which one you will be choosing. I'm setting up the poll right now, meaning you will be able to cast your vote in about 10 seconds. So the voting has opened. You'll now be able to cast your vote for either Umea, the Swedish airport, or Forina de Fontaine, the lovely colored lighting airport. And it's a very close one right off the bat, though Umea is taking a small lead. This one is quite close, so we'll have it run for a bit more time to see who's the actual winner, though Umea now already took a bit of a bigger lead. So go to the link in the live chat and choose your airport, which you think should proceed to the next round. I will run it for about 10 more seconds, but I think we have a winner with Umea Airport receiving 25 votes and Forina de Fontaine Airport receiving 16. That means we have another contender for round 2, and we unfortunately leave Forina de Fontaine Airport behind us. So that's the bracket right now. We'll move on to the next matchup, which is Stennis versus Flensburg Airport. First of all, Stennis Airport. Let's take a closer look at all of its features. Here we have Stennis Airport on the Orkney Isles in Scotland, a lovely regional model airport with a very cool looking scenery, the water on the top left here, some nice regional aircraft, and the scenery overall is just great. It's contending against Flensburg Airport. This German airport is located in Flensburg, has a nice lineup of Condor aircraft, and overall is a very complete looking model airport. On the bottom right image you can nicely see all of the ground markings on the airfield. These two airports are contending. Choose yours in a second while I prepare the vote. So you're now able to vote for either Stennis Airport or Flensburg, the German airport. Go to the link in chat and cast your vote right now for one to progress to the next round of the Model Airport Review Grand Finale. And it's a very neck and neck race here, with Flensburg taking a tight lead. And now they're tied, so I will let this run for 30 more seconds because we need to have a clear winner and let every last minute vote count as well. I see some big support for Stennis here in the live chat, but Flensburg Airport is getting the votes. And Stennis now took a small lead with 4 votes, but I will leave it for 20 more seconds. Go to the link in chat and cast your vote for either Stennis, the Scottish airport, or Flensburg, the German one. And I think that will be it. 44 votes it is. Which means that Stennis Airport progresses to the next round with 25 votes, and Flensburg unfortunately stays behind in this round and will not progress. So that's it for this matchup then, and the bracket looks like this, with the second match of round 2 also set up. We'll go to the next matchup, Torp versus Kaitak Airport. I think this is going to be a very close one. Let's take a closer look at both of the airports to begin with, starting with Torp Airport. This Scandinavian German airport is very lovely for all of its different sections. The cargo section on the bottom right, the military section on the bottom left, and a very nice looking passenger section as well. A great pick, but Kaitak Airport also looks very nice. Located in Hong Kong, this iconic airport has a really big terminal. He has the nice iconic 747 lineup that you used to see all of the time back in the days. And also underneath his airport he's got a nice display of aircraft models. Choose your pick, I will set up the vote and we'll see which one of these two will progress. So you're now able to vote in the chat. Go to the link and cast your vote right now. Torp already took off with a big lead, but Kaitak is getting a few votes. But I think this is going to be not big of a match, as Torp has taken a ginormous lead over Kaitak Airport. And your support for Torp in the chat is ginormous. I'm just gonna cut it off already right here, as we have a clear winner. Torp, congratulations, with 32 votes you progress to the next round, while Kaitak stays behind here with 12 votes. So let's take a look at the bracket and see how this then gives us a contender in the next round. And the next match will be Locarno Bellinzona versus East Midlands Airport. Let's take a closer look at both of these airports, starting with Locarno Bellinzona. This Swiss located airport has nice detail. It's a 1-400 scale airport, I think, and it's got this A220 with a lovely colorful livery. I like the Europe car branding on both the jet bridges and the airport terminal, and overall he's got a very nice model airport. East Midlands then also has a very nice model airport with a nice photoshopping on the bottom right of the Ryanair actually flying on final to touchdown on the runway. Nice details right here as well, nice scenery with the fence, the tree and the windsock, but it's up to you which one of these two will progress. Is it going to be Locarno Bellinzona, the Swiss airport, or East Midlands, the UK based airport? I will set up the vote right now and you will be able to cast your vote in a second. So right now you will be able to vote through the link in chat again. Let's see whether the Swiss Locarno or the British East Midlands will win this round. There is a lead for Locarno here with 14/6 votes. Though let's let it run for some time and see whether East Midlands catches back up. Though I do not really see this happening, and I think we have quite a clear winner with Locarno here. Though East Midlands is getting some support in the chat as well. Though it's quite clear that Locarno will progress to the next round and will compete against Torp. We'll call it 32-10. Congratulations to you, Locarno. It was nice to see you, East Midlands. I hope to see you again in the next season. When we then go to the bracket, we see this as the current situation. Locarno progresses, meaning we have got 3 out of 4 matchups for the next round. The next airport matchup will be Grand Palma versus Fielderstad Airport. Let's take a closer look at both of these. You will be able to think of your opinion, which one is better, and will progress to the next round. Starting off with airport, the Grand Palma. I can only say one thing about this airport: such incredible lighting. Just take a look at it for yourself. It is incredible the work he's put into this lighting system right here. Really incredible to see. The German Fielderstad Airport then also is very decent. It's 1-500 scale. It's huge. It's got lots of activity going on, a bunch of GSC around all of the models, and a very nice complete looking model airport. Also with the branding on the jet bridges once again, great ground markings. Honestly, everything a good model airport needs. I will set up the poll right now. You will be able to cast your vote in a second. Either Airport de Grand Palma or Fielderstad. There we go. You will be able to vote through the link in chat, I think. One second. A quick technical issue from my side. Easy to solve. We have Fielderstad against Grand Palma. Now it's correct, and now you can vote. Sorry for the inconvenience. Choose your pick right now. Is it going to be the beautifully lit up Grand Palma Airport or the nice and complete 1 to 500 skill Fielderstad? I think it's quite clear who you guys prefer. It's Grand Palma. With 27/7 votes. Let it run for 10 more seconds so everybody has their vote. But it is quite clear. 29 versus 11 votes right now. We'll call it like that. And Grand Palma progresses to the next round. Which means the bracket will look like this. We'll need just one more airport, one more matchup, London Heathrow versus Los Llanos, until we have all of the contenders for round 2. So, let's take a look at both of these model airports, starting with London Heathrow Airport, of course. Here we have it, a completely paper airport with, of course, the normal 1 to 400 skill models, though all of the ground service equipment, the terminal building, are built out of paper, I think. A lovely model airport. A great representation of the actual London Heathrow Airport. Contending it is against Los Llanos Airbase, the Spanish airbase with a bunch of ground service equipment. Really unique looking, nice scenery. I like the maintenance construction going on the top right. Great models, great detail, great airport. I will set up the vote. You will be able to cast your vote in a second. And we'll see who is the last to progress to round 2. In this finale. So by going to the link in chat right now, you will be able to cast your votes. Is it going to be Heathrow? Is it going to be Los Llanos Airport? And it is a very, very close one. 8 against 12 votes. I see great support for London Heathrow in the chat, but Los Llanos is taking quite an extensive lead right now. Though London Heathrow still has a chance, so let's let this run for a bit longer, so everybody has the chance to go to the live chat, go to the pinned link, and cast your vote for either 2 of the model airports. Though I think we have a winner right here, as Los Llanos has a 7 vote lead over Heathrow Airport. We'll call it 17 against 24 votes, with Los Llanos Airport being the last to progress to the second round of this grand finale, which makes the bracket look like this. We'll now have 4 more matchups in round 2, where we'll shrink the amount of contenders from the top 16 to the top 8. 1v1 airport battles. Let's take a quick 2-minute break and then we'll be back with the next round. And the top 8 will be decided right there. How do you guys like it so far? Let me know in the chat how you enjoyed this grand finale. If there is anything technical, an issue with the sound, please comment that in the chat so I can adjust anything immediately and make this stream as good as possible. I'm just really quickly doing some technical adjustments right here. And in 30 seconds, we'll move on with the second round. There we go, these are all of the top 8 contenders with, I think, all winner-worthy airports in my opinion. So we'll do the same again, match all up, and then we'll see who you pick as a favorite. So let's see the bracket, and the first matchup will be Schiphol against Los Angeles International Airport. Yeah. One quick thing, and then we'll check out both of the airports. There we go. That's it. Starting off, we have Schiphol Airport. Amsterdam located. You've already seen it twice now. I think you have an image in your head that this is the Amsterdam airport just like in real life. Of course, it could have the actual ATC tower. The ground markings are printed and not handmade, so that could be a factor, but the GSC is really neat. I like the jet bridges and also overwing jet bridges he has. It's a really neat model airport, and it's contending against Los Angeles International Airport. Also a lovely model airport with great detail, with the engine loaded up in the nose, with the smoke coming off the aircraft tires. An incredible airport as well. So, you will be able to cast your votes in a second for the first matchup of round 2. So by going to the link in chat, you will be able to cast your vote for either Schiphol or LAX to progress to the next round, with LAX taking off steeply and taking the lead over Schiphol, though the Dutch airport is crawling back and we have a neck-and-neck race here. Go to the link in chat and pick your favorite model airport, with a lot of support for LAX airport, but Schiphol taking the lead. Let's let it run for a bit longer. But I think we have a clear winner, with Schiphol taking the lead with 24 over 15 votes. We'll call it 27-16. Congratulations Schiphol and Los Angeles, you've got an incredible airport and came a long way, but Schiphol will progress as first airport to the semi-finals, which makes the bracket look like this. We'll move on to our second, to seek our second semi-finalist, either Umeå or Stennis Airport. We'll take a closer look at both of them, starting with Umeå Airport. The Swedish model airport, 1:200 scale, a lovely model airport, great detail with the suitcases actually being loaded into the plane, airport workers, branded delivery trucks, and a overall nice looking model airport. But it's contending against a really great airport, as Stennis Airport on the Orkney Isles has some great scenery, lovely regional aircraft, and overall a beautiful model airport. So I will set up the vote right now, and you will be able to vote for your favorite in about 20 seconds from now. There we go, that's the poll set up, so you will now be able to choose for your favorite. Go to the link in chat and vote for either Umeå or Stennis Airport. Is it going to be the Swedish or the Scottish airport who is going to proceed to the semi-finals? It's a neck-and-neck race, and I cannot yet say who is going to win this knockout. Umeå has the lead, but Stennis can take over at any second, so be sure to go to the chat and cast your vote. It's so incredibly close, really awesome to see your support for both of the airports. I will let it run longer because this is not clear yet, any vote can still roll in. Go to the link in chat and cast your vote now. Stennis has a 2-point lead, but I will wait a bit longer for everybody to cast their vote. And I see for both airports great support in the chat, but I think we have a winner. We'll call it 24-23. It's 24-24 right now, so people, be sure to cast your vote. And Umeå is taking the lead actually over Stennis Airport. For both airports, great support in the chat. I see a lot of Stennis supporters, but Umeå is actually taking a lead. I will wait 30 more seconds, and if it doesn't change, then it's like this. And Umeå proceeds to the next round. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have a winner. Umeå progresses to the next round. And Stennis, unfortunately, will leave behind in the second round. Which means, Umeå, I can congratulate you on being the next semi-finalist. Which makes the bracket look like this, with Umeå against Schiphol Airport as the first semi-final. We'll now move on to Torp against Locarno Airport and see which of these two airports will progress as the third semi-finalist. I see a lot of upset emojis in the chat, but it is really like this. We'll take another. I hope Stennis has another chance in the next season of airport reviews. Let's take a closer look at Torp and Locarno Airport, starting with Torp. Here it is, the Frankfurt Sandefjord, Norway, Germany airport. Which one is it? I'm not sure, but either way, it's a lovely looking airport. Cargo, passenger, military, it's got it all. Lovely scenery, lovely details, a bunch of ground service equipment, an excellent model airport. This one is competing against Locarno Airport, the Swiss airport with Swiss model aircraft. Lovely branding, lovely ground service equipment, lovely airport. I like the colorful trees. Honestly, it's a really tough choice, but you must pick. I will set up the voting and you will be able to vote really soon. And there we go. Cast your vote for either Torp or Locarno and it's already taking off, with Torp taking a huge lead. And I think we have quite a clear winner already. But I will let it go and let everybody be able to cast their vote, as Locarno is getting some nice support in the chat. But the support for Torp is just outstanding, 34 over 10 votes. Let's give it 10 more seconds and we'll have everybody's votes casted and see the results. But it's clear that Torp wins with 36 against 11 votes. And that makes the bracket look like this, with Torp progressing, and we'll need one more semi-finalist. Is it going to be Airport de Gran Palma or will it be Los Llanos Airport? This is a really interesting matchup, and we'll take a look at both of the airports right now, starting with the very nicely lit up Airport de Gran Palma once again. You've seen it a dozen of times already this evening, this afternoon, this morning, whatever it is for you. And it is an incredible model airport. Great detail. It's got everything a grand finalist should have. But that's also true for Los Llanos Airbase, the Spanish airbase with, once again, lovely details on the ground service equipment, military ground service equipment, a construction site where it could have been real life. It's incredible. It's such good detail. Take a closer look. Think in your head which one you will vote for. I will set up the vote right now and you will be able to pick. So that's it. You will now be able to vote through the link in the chat and you can choose for either Gran Palma or Los Llanos. And I am already sure this is going to be a really tough one. Great support for both of the airports in the chat. And yes, you're right. They are both way too good. Who should I vote for? I cannot say. But Gran Palma is taking a quite extensive lead right now, with 26 over 18 votes. But we'll let it run for a bit longer because I think Los Llanos also has some great support. Go to the link in chat and cast your vote for your favorite model airport. But I think we have a winner with Gran Palma 33 against 22 votes for Los Llanos Airbase. So I will put that in the bracket right now, meaning that we have the semi-finals as well. And they look not like this, but if I refresh my page real quickly, Here are the results. With Torp against Grand Palma and Schiphol against Umeå. One of these 4 airports will be crowned as the grand winner of the Season 5 Model Airport reviews. I see some great disappointment, but also some great excitement in the chat over the results of the last voting. It's tough. You don't always get what you want, but for now, we'll start with the semi-finals. From the top 4, we'll go to the last 2 model airports. We have 2 battles to decide which 2 airports will progress to the grand finale. Palma versus Schiphol in the finale is one great possibility, but don't underestimate the others, because Umeå and Torp are fantastic airports as well. Let's take a closer look at Schiphol and Umeå Airport in the first semi-final. You've already seen the airport quite a few times now. Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. A lovely model airport with everything a great model airport needs to have. We can be more strict now and look at it in a stricter way and say that the ATC tower is not actually the Schiphol ATC tower. And the ground mat is not made by himself, but pre-built or printed. But that doesn't take away that it's an incredible model airport. Next we go to the Swedish opponent, which is Umeå Airport. This Swedish airport 1 to 200 scale has great detail. Passengers, suitcases, airport workers, branded vehicles, a lovely regional Scandinavian airport. You will be able to cast your votes right now through the link in chat and choose who will be the first finalist of this season of Model Airport reviews, with Schiphol taking a lead over Umeå Airport in the start. But it's a very close one. Like you say in the chat, I don't know who's gonna win this. I'm really not sure. Umeå is taking a lead, but Schiphol is going. It's going neck and neck. Let's wait this out for at least 30 more seconds until everybody has casted their vote, and then we'll choose our first grand finalist. (23, 25 against 21, a difference of 4 votes. Some great support for Umeå in the chat, but Schiphol also has got an incredible airport and some good support. In a few seconds I will count down from 10 and then the winner will be chosen. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is it. Schiphol versus Umeå. Schiphol Airport has won it with 28 over 23 votes, and Schiphol Airport is the first finalist of the Season 5 Model Airport reviews. Congratulations to you, and unfortunately Umeå, you had some amazing support in the chat, some really disappointed people in the chat right here, as you can see, but also some really excited people for Schiphol. That's the first finalist. We'll move on to the second semi-final, Torp against Airport de Grand Palma, and we'll see who Schiphol has to match up against. And like the previous matchup, Torp or Grand Palma, it could be either one. They are both incredible airports, starting with Torp International Airport. This airport is located in Norway and or Germany, has got incredible detail, scenery, ground service equipment, airport models. It's a 1 to 500 scale model airport, and honestly every tiny detail here is right. Every tiny thing you see in these images has been thought about. It's incredible, it's great work, and also some great effort in the photography, as taking these images isn't easy. But the same goes for Airport de Grand Palma, with the lighting, the great detail on the platform with the airport workers, tiny cones, a bunch of ground service equipment and lights installed not only in the ground but also in the aircraft models themselves, the ATC tower, the vehicles, ground service equipment driving around. It's honestly incredible. So Torp or Grand Palma, I see some great support for both in the chat. I will set up the voting system right now and you can choose which one will be the finalist. Go to the link in chat and cast for your finalist, Torp or Grand Palma. It can be either one and I don't know who it's gonna be. This is going to be such a close one, with Torp taking a small lead over Grand Palma. But the support for both airports in the chat is incredible. We'll need to wait this out until the last second to see who's going to take the W here. So go to the link in chat and cast your vote, with Torp having a big lead now, but Grand Palma also getting some votes. A difference of 8 now, which means I think we have a winner. I will count down from 10 and then it stops. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's 35-27 in favor of Torp International Airport, which means we unfortunately have to leave the lovely lights of Airport de Grand Palma behind us, and we have a finale. Schiphol Airport versus Torp International Airport. I see some very upset faces in the chat, also some very happy ones. But Airport de Grand Palma, I hope to see it back next season and come back even stronger with better images, as I think that's what Torp won with. The image quality was insane. He is really taking a great effort in the photography, so that was the difference right here. And that means that we have 2 airports left. From the last 2 airports, Schiphol and Torp will choose one airport who is the winner of the airport review season 5. So, like we just did with all the other airports, I will show you both airports. You will be able to choose live vote, same system, same story once again, but now it's one final time to choose the winner. So we'll take a closer look, starting with Torp, with Schiphol Airport. Located in Amsterdam, this airport is a fantastic representation of the actual airport. It's got everything a good airport needs. Ground service equipment, all of the KLM, Transavia and Delta models which are on the Amsterdam airport in real life as well. The terminal looks lovely, the jet bridges do so as well. He has done a fantastic job. But the same goes for Torp. The other finalist is an incredible airport builder. And like I said, he also knows how to take nice images. An incredible airport. I see big support for both these airports in the chat, so I will set up the voting system right now and you will choose the winner. I will let this finale run a bit longer and you can choose for either Torp or Schiphol Airport to win this season of Model Airport Reviews. There we go. Cast your votes right now through the links in chat and Torp has blasted off with a big lead over Schiphol. A huge lead it is, and Schiphol does crawl back a bit. Big support for both of the airports in the chat, with Torp having quite an extensive lead the whole time. But we're absolutely not done yet. 45 voters right now, and Torp having a lead, but it's not over yet. 57 votes, and Torp has a lead of 8 votes. We need to let this run a bit longer, but I think we have a winner with some great support for both of the airports in the chat. But Torp, I think, will take the W and win Model Airport Reviews Season 5. 12 votes it's got over Schiphol Airport. I will let it run a bit longer. Go to the link in chat and cast your vote. 78 voters we have right now, with a difference of 10 votes in favor of Torp. I give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's it. Torp International Airport is the winner of Model Airport Reviews Season 5. Huge congratulations to you. An incredible job, an incredible airport. Honestly, amazing to see. The photography is amazing. The models are, the whole setup here is perfect. I see some great support for Torp, some unfortunately sad messages for Schiphol. But congratulations to you, Torp. You can crown yourself as the winner of Model Airport Review Season 5. It was a close one. Definitely Torp against Grand Palma. But he has done it. And Torp wins this season. Though we do need to appreciate Schiphol Airport for an incredible build, an incredible representation of the actual airport, an incredible job. We'll round it up and take a last look at the bracket. With 36 against 45 votes. Which makes the bracket then look like this, with Torp winning with 9 more votes. Stick around and I will answer some of your questions and anything about Season 6 of Model Airport Reviews. 1 second, please. So that's it. Grand finale winner is Torp International Airport. Congratulations. And then we'll go to the last slide and that's it. That's it. And it should be let's do a short Q&A. Thank you for watching. Please consider to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next stream or video. And now it's time to ask your questions. When is Season 6 starting? So I cannot say it yet. I haven't planned it, but I do want to create some other videos of model airport building before I start Season 6 of Airport Reviews. So it will be somewhere around February 2026, in little over a month, where you will be able to register your model airport through a Google form, and then you'll be featured on my YouTube channel if your registration meets the requirements. Is Season 6 going to be different? I don't think I'm going to change anything about the setup of Model Airport Reviews, as you like it the way it is. You have expectations, and I think the way the videos are right now are how those expectations are met. Can you maybe show all of your 1 to 500s models you own in a video? I own a few 1 to 500 scale models, only London City, Embraers, Q400s, A318 of British Airways, so it's not really interesting to see it in a video. Thank you for all of the support to the channel. To me, I love creating these kinds of videos and live streams for you. I really enjoyed this stream. Benjamin asks, what does the winner get? If you've seen my Instagram story, you could see that I 3D printed the trophy in real life. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to engrave Torp's name into this model, into the trophy, and then we'll just engrave all the winners thereafter as well, and we'll create some kind of trophy where you can see all of the winners per season. Is there a limit of sending airports? Yes, 1 airport per person. So everybody has a fair chance to get their airport covered. And when you can send them in, like I said, at the end of January, beginning of February next year, in about a month. So shoot your questions towards me and I will answer them for you right now. And otherwise, I thank you for watching and see you in the next stream, short or video. You're building COS airports in Greece. Any proposals? Well, if you're recreating an actual model airport from real life, be sure to go on Google Earth, have a good look there. How does the actual airport look like? How are the dimensions? And then go from there and build the airport using that information. If someone wins, can they enter again? Yes, they can. Torp can enter again. So this is because I think other airports will improve, and the main reason Torp won today was because it had incredible pictures. The photography was amazing. So if other airports who are already on a high level make even better images, they can compete and beat Torp. What's my favorite plane? My favorite plane is the Orange Pride 777, I think. Yeah. Can you show us Toulouse-Blagnac Airport again? I think I've shown it in one of the videos, so you can check it out through the episodes of Season 5 Model Airport Reviews. If I enter next time, does it have to be a real airport? Well, you do need to enter with a decent model airport. I want to show my viewers, I want to show you the unique, inspiring, interesting airports where you can learn something from. If you have any, if you need any suggestions for your airport, go take a look at Torp Airport, what he's done, and recreate those. I have an Airbus A321neo, the gear broke, but only the front wheel, and I also lost it. What can I do about it? So that's unfortunate that your airplane gear broke. It's only the front wheel, so if you miss the gear, that's no big deal. If you miss the whole standard where it's standing, so it's laying on its nose right now, you might be able to contact the manufacturer and ask if they can send a spare nose wheel. Send them an email and hope for the best. I don't know what else I can advise you. Do you have a favorite airport from this season? Honestly, I enjoyed so many. Torp is amazing, Schiphol is amazing, Airport de Grand Palma is amazing. I know there was one airport built on the beach as well, which I featured in this season, which was really cool to see. I don't have a favorite. I like them all. Can I enter with a made-up airport? Yes, for sure. Face reveal? Probably not soon. What do you prefer? Real airport or viewer own airport? I don't really get your question. If it's only the wheel, try if you have a very small black thing which resembles a wheel that you can stick on there. Be creative. And I think we're running out of questions here. And that I've answered them all. So I would like to thank you all for watching to this stream. I'm going to stop and end it right here. I wish you an incredible rest of your day. And I hope to see your airport soon in the next season of Model Airport Reviews. And I hope to see you again in the next video, short or live stream. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for all of your voting. And once more, congratulations to Torp for winning this season of Model Airport Reviews. Merry Christmas, everybody. Already a very happy new year. 2026 is going to be even better. I can assure you. I will do my best as long as you keep supporting me. Yes, I'm going to the Aviation Fair, so you can meet me there. And see you all in the next video.